Hey, and what's going on, sacred being? It's your girl, Priestess Ishtah, welcoming you to another pick a card reading, where today I will be helping you to gain guidance and clarity on witnessing how this solar eclipse energy is expanding your abilities. This is a powerful reading, so in a moment we're going to pick a sunglass. But before we do, I must remind you of my services for those of you who are interested. And yes, I also do events. You want to add an interesting fun factor to your party? Then reach out to your girl. I do virtual and in person. We can talk through some ideas together. But enough of that for now. I think it's about time that you get ready to pick a sunglass. If you're feeling called to this first sunglass, pair of sunglasses, it's blue with those palm trees on it in this tropical setting, then you're going to want to redirect to reading number 1 for today. Or perhaps it's number 2 that's calling you. These heart-shaped glasses, and yes, they are unisex. It does not matter your gender. This heart-shaped glass with the sparkly background is going to redirect you to pile number 2 if you feel so called. And for number 3 pair of sunglasses, these yellow frames in this jungle sunny setting, if this is feeling calling to you, you're going to want to head over to pile 3 for your reading. So once again, you have here pile number 1, blue sunglasses, pile number 2, the pink ones, or pile number 3, the yellow. Take a final moment to make your selection. Okie dokie, I think that gives you enough time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with somebody that you love. And I appreciate all of the support and love that you send me. It helps tremendously. Thanks so much. See you at your reading. Bye. To the lovely pile number 1, welcome to your reading. I am Priestess Ishtah. And this is your pick a card. You picked sunglass number 1. And we are going to see how will this solar eclipse expand your abilities. So we'll identify the type of ability and in which way you will be expanding. I will say the intention that I set for this reading is to focus on those of us who are in our spiritual era, where we are spiritually evolving. So this will more than likely focus on your spiritual and energetic, psychic, medium, at any degree abilities, okay? And we'll see whatever else comes out. All right, so first let's start with casting a circle of divine protection around us so that only your angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides please step forth to help us channel messages rooted only in divine love, wisdom, and truth. There is a lot of energy around like haters. So I keep hearing, like, even before I started shuffling going into pile number 1, it was like haters in the building. Like there are some haters in the building. And I don't know if that means like there's a personal hater of mine who's watching pile number 1. Hey bitch, hey. Or if this just means that there are haters and hecklers around you that, I don't know, this might indicate that you'll start to even be able to reveal who these people are. So let's dive in. Okay, let's dive in because I need to know. So what are the messages that we need to know for, and I'm having some issues with shuffling your group. So I definitely feel that I'm not saying there is someone throwing energy on you. That could be. But what I feel is that you might be in a limelight, you might be in a spotlight, or you might have a position of authority or a position of power, a position of influence. You might be going for a position of authority, power, or influence. There is something about your position where there are multiple eyes on you, and people are not liking that. People ain't liking that. Yo, I split the deck. They don't like how fly and how in flow you are right now. Yo, pile number 1, what are you doing to people? You're making them mad. And this is how I feel. I just feel like the devil cackling, like, ha 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 ha. Look at these fools. Like, I feel like that's your energy, not calling you the devil, but if you know you're on my channel, we're fluid in energy. We understand the metaphysical properties of what the devil represents. It is the double, it is the shadow side. So there's a part of you who has gone into your villain or your shadow. You've annexed with a part of your shadow. And it has allowed you to, like, just stop giving a fuck. Like, you don't care. Because I'm aware of what, and this is not ego. It's not like, oh, you don't care because you're that bad bitch, you that nigga, like, it don't matter. Yeah, all that too. But it's like, I'm aware now. I'm aware of my purpose. I'm aware of my purpose. I'm aware of my divinity. I'm aware of my power. I'm aware of my potential. I'm aware of the lost time. I'm aware of the time that can be recouped. I'm aware of the mindfulness of today. I'm aware of the power of mindfulness. I'm aware of my metaphysics. I'm aware of my energetics. I'm aware of quantum leaping. It's like you are, pile number one, we haven't even gotten your cards. You're scaring me. Ugh. Damn, pile one. This might have been the pile to pick, but I haven't gotten to the other ones yet. But you're becoming, you're becoming aware, of haters. And we're going to get into the cards. I promise we got 3 decks that we're pulling from today. But it's just so fluid right now, your energy. You're becoming aware of haters. There are haters closer to you than you know. And you might know, but you turn a blind eye to them. But they're trying to, keyword, key word. They are trying to siphon your energy. But them can't touch you. You understand? They can't touch you because your energy is toxic to a lower frequency muff. When you down here, you can't give you can't give a newborn, and I'm not saying that a baby is lower frequency. Let's point it more so in the state of evolution, because we don't want to give that impression here. If anything, the baby's on the higher frequency, I say. But when you are a newborn, your system to be earth-based has not evolved to the point where you can give a 3-week-old Pepsi. Can't do that. So, and I'm not saying that your energy is like Pepsi, but they cannot digest you. They try to drink off of you. This is vampiric energy that is around you from people that are closer to you than you think. People in the workplace is the biggest place I'm hearing. Former co-workers, people that you used to work with. Excusez-moi. People that you used to work with that still watch you if you've moved on. They monitor you. They watch you. This can be bosses, especially if you left on not the best of terms, whether it's not the best of terms for them or for you. You know, people be in their feelings. So what? Sometimes that people is you. But these are past people, especially from the work environment. It could be, I'm hearing, family of ex-lovers. So whoever your ex-lovers, your exes have spoken or confided in about your relationship, their family members watch you. Like, so maybe like the mother of your ex be on your shit. This is weird. Or like the cousins or their siblings, like, and they don't like your growth. And your abilities are going to soon start to show this. Let's get into the cards. Oh my gosh. Number 1. Reveal to me messages that are going to show us how will this solar eclipse expand the abilities of those who pick number 1. We got a first card down. Let's get another one. What am I missing? What have I missed? How can we expand on this message, Great Spirit? For number 1. Give me another message for number 1. Ashe. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. Truth, but it was in reverse, just to take that into consideration. We're going to keep it upright for the imagery purposes. I want you to look at that really well. King of Swords. King of Swords also, when I see it in reverse, it usually indicates in readings with my clients that there's something, inner truth, or external truth from an outside party that has not been revealed yet. So I was saying that there's these people, one of the things that this solar eclipse is going to do is going to expand, and it's perfect because this is a new moon in Aries. The new moon is really the dark moon, or it's the start of it's the dark period of the moon. It's really the dark moon. We don't look at it like that, because if we did, it'd be like, but if you go outside during a new moon and look up, Marlon, say cheese. Guess what? It ain't there. That cheese moon, they say the moon looks like Swiss cheese. If you've not heard that before, it's not going to be there because the moon's light is not fully illuminated. It's the new light coming back in. So it makes sense that during this Aries new moon, number one is the number of Aries. And it's in Aries season. I mean, you can't get more on point. We're an Aries sun with an Aries moon. Your enemies are being revealed. Your gifts are expanding to show you how to identify your enemies. Identify, and not just your haters. I want you to really resonate with this, because I don't do egoic, stroking, surface level readings. I love them. I watch them all the time when I need a boost. But here I go to the nucleus and to the root. I am the shadow work shaman. And at the root of all of this, what I'm trying to explain for you, and I need you to digest this, number one. It's highly important. I think I got your attention now. Your gifts with this solar eclipse is expanding your ability. I don't care if you're watching this in the future solar eclipse or now. It's expanding your ability to identify energetic vampires. You need to understand how. Please understand how monumental that is. Because you're not just protecting yourself. You now can protect your assets when you go out to do business deals and contracts. Ooh, energetic vampire. I should be forewarned. I need to be careful. I need to put up extra protection. You now can protect your loved ones. You now can protect your projects and your creative works that you put out into this world. And what you put out into this world, you can teach others how to do the same. This may be an ability that comes online or activates within you that is very unique, but trainable to others. I'm hearing that it is something that was passed down you in your bloodline. We got to get more cards because we're going to be here for a while. Look at that. And you get the sun card. How much Aries are we going to smack down on the table? I can't take no more. And look how with this sun card, and we're going to acknowledge that it was in reverse. But look how the sun card is illuminating, giving life to all of these flowers and giving life to you. It's as if this light is your soul's inner light. You might have been doing some recent work on your solar plexus or considering this at this time. Doing so will reinforce your intuition. A lot of us want to become more intuitive and we run to the third chakra and start doing all this pineal work. But skirt, let me slow you down on your brakes there, fella. Queen, you need to first start at that intuition, because we start at that gut feeling. I knew in my stomach. I felt it. When people say we felt it, say right now, I felt it. Where do you touch? Try that one more time. Say to yourself right now, ooh, I felt it. Where do you touch? You either touch your stomach or you touch your heart space, or for most of us, you touch the space in between the stomach and the heart space. That's the solar plexus and heart chakra. We never say we felt it and touch our forehead between our brows. So the third chakra is usually where we're going to expand the psychic abilities, but this is really about your intuition. There's a heightened solar plexus light that is going to be a protective force, and that protective force it's almost like there was a closet closed for a long time, and then all of a sudden somebody came in, opened it up, and they flashing this shining light inside of that closet, illuminating all this dust and cobwebs and stuff that's just been crumbled up, and all these spirits are like they're running out, they're scurrying away. My dog is running over here. Because it's these entities that were hiding around you for so long. And it's like, I've spotted you. And excuse the glare. I apologize for that. I hate glares on my cards. It's like, it just makes the reading so difficult for me to focus. Sorry about that, y'all. And I'll do better. Let me do a little bit of that. All right. Next card. We have here, look, it's the Five of Wands. What a powerful card. Take a look at that with me, why don't ya? Why don't ya? Why don't ya? With this Five of Wands, I do feel like you are learning to remain, like your abilities are going to teach you how to remain calm in the thick of it all, like in the eye of the storm. There's something about your temper and temperament which is becoming more calm. They're giving me the imagery. Don't be offended. I am a lover of dogs and I am a Syrian. I'm from the dog star realm. I'm a dog star seed, partially. So when I give this next reference, it's of highest praise from me. But they're showing me a dog, and a dog whose temperament was really wild. Maybe because it didn't trust the world, or like whatever the story was. It could have just been a wild dog, but it's almost as if this dog's temper and temperament, because the temperament changed once the temper got under management. So the primal part of you, that inner canine, that inner bitch, that inner dog, that inner I'll snarl. There's something about your emotional intellect that is teaching you more grace in managing stress and anger together. There's something about how you respond to stress through anger that with this solar eclipse, you're going to develop and fortify your ability to withstand, to have a stronger temperament for it. With the Knight of Swords, I do feel also that you're, with this solar eclipse, going to understand how to better defend yourself. While your anger is becoming under control, you're also learning how to have a stronger self-defense. I don't even feel like we need so many cards for this pile because we did such a long channeling without your cards now. But I feel like you're learning how to fight clean. Like you're learning how to I feel like you're learning how to do so like through legal. Maybe you're taking a higher road. You're I get it. I just had to look down. We got some more cards out, and then we're going to close out on your reading number 1 because this was so powerful that we're running a little bit past our time. So before our window closes together, I do want to point out that there is a guide that's coming in, and it dawned on me when I pulled out this Divine Matrix card, because with Divine Matrix, it does make me feel that through this, eclipses are portals. Every time we have an eclipse, whether it's a solar, a partial, a lunar, a full, it's a, excuse me, not over here, not over here. Go over there with that. I don't want to hear that over here. Sorry, my dog is cleaning himself. We can't do that over here on camera. So I do feel like with this solar eclipse, there was a portal that was opened. And with that portal, there were some spiritual warriors that are a part of your let's say spirit team, but I do feel like I'm hearing the word spirit clan. These could be generals that answer to you in the spirit realm, and they were able, especially with this swords energy coming through twice, they're able to kind of come in and fight your battles on your behalf. That's why your temperament, and you can be a little bit more still to focus on some of the more important things in life that has been mattering, yeah, I think that's how you say it, that has been mattering to you more. Everyone is different. You can't just say everyone's focusing on their career. There are different things that many of you in Pile 1 have selected. This is a diverse group, but the theme for you is maturity, definitely emotional intelligence, maturity. You also have a tall tale and birds of a feather flock together. I feel like you're going to be getting ideas to start to document as your haters are antagonizing you. And I know this, I don't like to focus readings on haters. I really don't, but this is what the energy that's coming through. But as your antagonizers, let's say, just so it feels a little bit better for me, as your antagonizers are antagonizing you, and as they are continuously doing energy work on you, you can ask for help, because with this birds of feather, there's something about a special spirit team. They do appear to you in the form of birds, especially with the swords energy. Swords represents the air element. Well, yeah, it does represent air element because wands is fire. So air is usually in the form of feathers, even sticks. So anything that you might see in relation to a wild bird. But I do feel that they have been sending you, or they are appearing to you to let you know that they're around. They're not sending you signs to tell you to do something. They just want you to know that, look, I'm around in case you need me to do something. You know what I'm saying? In case you need me to take care of some dirty work. But keep things under your hat. Keep things close to chest. Keep the lid on stuff. Don't pop off. It will backfire on you right now. You are being asked to persevere with emotional intelligence as this, because this portal is not just a portal for you, I must say. Sorry, you're highly powerful and special, but this portal is shared because of the eclipse energy. So with that, there are a bunch of entities coming through. So keep your energy close to yourself. Be mindful of this time and period right now when you're watching, to whom you are sharing your energy with. Because remember, the premise of this is the energetic vampires. And no lie, don't this look like Vlad Dracula? Does it not look like Vlad? I am Vlad Dracula. So it just makes me feel like you are learning how to defend energy vampires. And Vlad Dracula was a real person. And they have in their clan lineage that exists all the way up to now. Okay, but okay, that's a lesson for another time. Let's get closing thoughts. Closing thoughts for pile number 1. And also don't tell people what you're doing, because the energy vampires are hiding that as you're sharing. Girl, guess what? I got the call back from the job or whatever. Look. Oh my gosh. Look, I just... Okay? I'm not going to say anything else. Look how she's saying shh. Do you see it? I'm telling you. Keep things under your hat. The King of Swords don't say nothing until it's time to say something. When he do, it ain't much. he don't say much, and he still says so much. You know, clear and concise. That's the King of Swords, but still keeping things close to your chest. All right. So keep your information, because you don't know that you're revealing right now. It's under revelation. Revelations. It's under revelation with this solar eclipse who's coming forth. Play and innocence. And I won't short you a card. You also got wedding for someone who wanted to hear some news about a wedding. I do feel that there's good vibes, good energy about your wedding. You're going to meet a wedding, something about this portal bringing in a wedding what's they call, wedding planner, like the perfect wedding planner. You might have a set of unique needs that are holistic or spiritual approach, and or you're blending cultural. There's something that you will find the wedding planner that will be able to help you, or the wedding that you want is the person's, there's a wedding coming. Could be for you, your daughter, your bestie, okay? But anyhow, with innocence and with play, I do feel like the final closing thoughts for you, number one, is to continue focusing on how you can nurture your inner truth, how you can nurture your traumas, or your traumas as they connect to the inner child, or the ways in which you can be more softer and gentler with yourself. Because I do feel that as you're doing that, it will allow you to take a softer, more nurturing approach that will lead to a more fulfilling and joyful life. You don't have to fight anymore. Let this guy do it. Let the legion of protectors that are coming into you, because with this 44, that's, anytime I see that number, that's the number of the ancestors, and that usually the higher ranking ones. Ashe as my background. You know, the generator that keeps their fridge going, that just turned off. Okay, confirmation. I don't know if you heard it. So that's usually the higher ranking ancestors, the ones who are angelic figures and high ranking angelic figures. It also represents the archangel realm, even with this 3 and 5 coming here. That's 8, which represents to me 44 when you break it down. So there's a lot of protection around you, number one. And that protection is so you can continue to focus on the innocences of life and start to find these small pockets of joy. The battle is over. Soldier, you can put your armor away. The focus now is enjoyment, fulfillment. And that's beautiful for you, number one. If you want a co-pilot on this journey, there are so many goodies for you in the description. I've got freebies. I've got one-on-one in case you want to get intimate. I've got VIP packages. I've got a private society. And I also host events. So if you have something private, corporate, or custom, check out the description. Everything you need will be there. And while you're here, don't forget to download your free spiritual bath recipe, sure to boost your aura and give you the clarity you need and change your life. Till next time, bye. All right, pile number 2. Pile number 2, what's going on? It's your girl, Priestess Ishtah. Welcome to your pick a card reading, where today we are going to be determining, based on the sunglasses that you picked, which was number 2, how will this solar eclipse energy expand your abilities? Dun, dun, dun. Oh my gosh, not with the evil laugh at the end. No, but the abilities we're going to leave open, but I did set the intent for us to mainly focus upon the abilities that are associated with your psychic, spiritual, metaphysical, and basically your metaphysics. So let's see what comes out. Without further ado, we're going to cast a circle of divine protection around us, and we're going to break ties from the reading of pile 1. Felt like that needed to be done again because pile 1 was an intense one, but good. So pile 2, welcome. And we're going to cast a circle of divine protection around us so that only messages rooted in divine love, wisdom, and truth are allowed through, so that your angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides can steer us forward in that truth. Ashe, I call forth my angels as well to please stand at their points. And let's see what's going on. How will those who picked pile number 2, how will this solar eclipse expand their abilities? Your energy? Oh, okay. It's very quiet. There's something very silent around you, but in my right eye, I just saw a piece of glitter like float down out of nowhere. So, I don't know what that means. That's your reading. Thank you for stopping by, pal number 2. All right, pal 3. No, I'm kidding. Let's make that make sense. Like, if this is your first time here, please don't be discouraged by that. I promise you I'm a slow burn type of reader. My shit hits, and it only gets better with time, like wine. All right, we do have Prince of Wands at the bottom. 2 of Pentacles popped out in reverse, and the 7 of Pentacles. Muy interesante. Mija. Let's see. This is about love. Okay. Well, shucks, let's get into it then. So let's fix the glare. All right. So I wanted to fix the glare for you. Let's get into it. There is a temporary separation, trial separation, someone who you've separated from that is manifesting you back into their life. This is not a real song, but like they might be writing cheesy ass songs. They might be just like, I feel like, oh my gosh, my boo. I feel like my boo. Like there's somebody out here that's like, yo, that's my boo. I'm getting my boo back. Like they're getting you back. They're pulling out. I'm telling you, they're going to pull out all the stops. Like you see how she's like, oh my gosh, there are flowers and chocolates and there's so much here. Like they are going to overwhelm you with gifts. They've studied, like if you told them, if you want to be with me, you got to get therapy. Let me tell you, they in therapy. They've been at therapy for the past 7 months. Trying to get right. If this is someone you're like, you know what? If you want me back, you're going to have to do. And this is to be fair, because if you are not healed and ascended yourself, then you're just going to manifest back their shadow self. But there's something about you taking the time to put energy work back into you. And maybe that's what you're doing now. This solar eclipse is expanding your ability to focus on yourself, heal yourself, put your energy back into yourself. Because I do feel like there's a lot of tasks as I look at this card with other eyes. With my other eye. The first time it was my left, now it's my right. I'm very silly with you guys. Maybe I need to make you laugh because you've been sad for a while about this, perhaps. But anyhow, I cannot tell you, like, from this time that I started your reading, and this is going to be weird, but I'm going to say it anyway because whatever, like, we're weird here. My dog has been grooming himself since I started your reading in Pile 2. And typically when I hear that, and it's a love reading, that could indicate someone's deep desire to just lick you up, okay? Like ice cream. So this person could have like a lot of primal desires for you. Okay? They really want to perform well. They want to give a standing ovation with their oral performance. Take that as you may. Okay, so it does feel like there has been some neglect that you've given to a lot of things. This was work. This was a project. This was your health. This was your finances. This was your appearance. Because she's pretty. She's gorgeous. But she looks a little homely. Like maybe she hasn't gotten to the salon in a while or shopping in a while. I mean, I like her gown and her hair is herring and her makeup is cute, but there's just a little bit of maybe, I won't say neglect, but time that you had away from yourself because of other things distracting you. It could have been family, it could have been school, it could have been family through children, you having your being a parent, and then juggling all of that. So with this separation, and this could be like, well, I've been separated from this person. There's still an energetic bond that is tethered. Like the two of you are still tethered to one another. And one of the things that this solar eclipse is going to bring in, is it's going to expand your ability to heal this union through healing yourself. You're learning how to reprioritize yourself. You're learning how to put your needs first. You're kind of coming also, it's like that turn from winter to when Persephone comes out of the underworld and goes back to the overworld. You're coming out of like your shadow. You're dusting yourself off a little bit. You're shaking your hair and getting the butterflies. Like, it's cute, but you don't need butterflies in your hair all day, girl. Like, let's get some lux. It's time. You're like your ability to, your divine feminine ability is reactivating, and not the depleted divine feminine, the fulfilled, the full, this is like if you were in a dark feminine era, you're moving towards like your divine light feminine. And usually I read the other way around, someone who is in, even if you're masculine, please apply this to your gender appropriately, because as we all embody each, but there's something about you were in a divine, like the shadow part of your nature. And now you're heading back towards the light. This solar eclipse, no matter when you're watching it, even if you're not watching this during the time of a solar eclipse, let's keep it real. It's bringing in your ability to heal past wounds. Like your ability of empathy is what I'm hearing. But this is empathy first being practiced, discovered, no matter where you are. Like maybe you know you're an empath, so you're practicing your ability. Maybe you know you're an empath, you've already practiced your ability, and now you're mastering it. Or maybe you have no idea what being an empath even is, and you're learning the signs. Are you one? There's something that you are, especially with the 7 of Pentacles. 7 is a number of knowledge, right? If you don't know, now you know. 7 is the spiritual law. It's the spiritual knowledge. So with 7 of Pentacles, Pentacles tends to represent years, because it takes, you know, the money current, or the money or pentacle sign in tarot usually takes the longest time for something to like manifest. So it might have taken you years to get to this point of being like, oh my gosh, for 7 years I was self-sabotaging by being codependent, or by allowing others to be codependent upon me, or by being so timid, or by not having the right self-esteem. There's a light bulb moment. You see that light bulb at the top of that head right there? You see it. And with that lion and the unicorn, it's like the unicorn is magic. The unicorn it has to be magical because it's in the shadow realm. And shadow creatures are always a little bit mystical. But that's what you were in, that mystical energy. And now you're navigating back towards the light realm, where your strength is at. Your self-esteem is another thing that is being healed, like your self-esteem ability. So I do channel this mainly for spiritual, but for you, I'm going to say, in addition to the empathy that you're learning, and you're probably like, oh, big whoop, empathy. Oh, big. You have no idea what you can do with empathy. You can change and shift the presence of an entire room with your empathy. And I don't mean by just being really kind. I'm talking about knowing how to assess energy through metaphysics and imply influence. That is empathy. An empath is probably the most dangerous practitioner around, because it can manipulate your emotions. Perhaps you were emotionally manipulative or emotionally manipulated. As we talk about that, a power move. You're learning how powerful your empathy is. Great and full, so that you can refill your cup. As a result, I do feel like as you're putting or pouring back into your own cup, you're going to start to see changes in your finances. It's not, if you're like, but I've been working on my finances, I've been putting out my content, or I've been putting out my resume, or I've been putting in the hours, and I don't really see that. It's because you are not pouring into yourself. I heard a concept called the Year of Esther by this YouTube reader. You should maybe Google the Year of Esther, even if you're masculine. That there's something about you pouring into yourself. And this light bulb moment is going to happen for you. Again, I split the deck. I just shuffled a few times. It keeps coming out. But once you do that, you're going to become the star player of your life again. You just took a supporting... You weren't even like in a supporting actor role. You were in an extra role. How are you the extra in your own movie? And I'm not talking about like, oh, well, you know, this is just my directorial debut. I really want the focus to be, this is your life. So if you have a biography movie about you, you're going to be an extra in it. It's your biography. Your self-esteem is improving through your empathy and ability to heal. And let's not fuck it up. This person is still coming back in your life. Like, let's get more cards. What am I missing to conclude this energy? There's a lover who's still coming back. They're coming back because they feel the call of you. They feel how you are. Divine Matrix came out in pile 1. Just putting this on record in case those of you who are cross watchers. Could be that your ancestors are bringing them through. Or that portal. This is really representing that portal. That matrix on this eclipse. This is a powerful, powerful ass matrix. Wear your protective gear. I'm hearing in the background, wear your protective gear. Unrelated to this reading, it's just important that we wear our protective gear because of the power of this matrix. And my right eye is itching when I say that. Right eye is a protective eye of Ra. So if you have the eye of Ra, wear that. The left eye is the eye of Horus, which is healing. I would not recommend that one during this moon. Do Ra. Horus can follow it up. And this is those of you who is watching during the time of this original release on March 29th, 2025. If you're watching in the future, still apply this message. Still apply that advice if you feel so aligned and called to. But I do feel that there's a new version of you. She's like, look how you transformed, bro. Look how you went from frumpy. You was in the house. You was in them sweats. You know this is like the 3rd, 4th day you wore them sweats. You need to change. You know they got a hole in it. And is that a stain? That's not chocolate. That better be chocolate. Okay. It's time to, matter of fact, don't even wash those. Throw them out. It's time to go shopping. Type shit. You went from that. Okay. I ain't trying to call you out, but I'm just saying. I can keep going, but I ain't gonna air y'all out like that to this. You went from crusty. I'm sorry. I'm not saying you crusty, but maybe something on your shirt was. To now refreshed. Energy on goddess. Energy on God. Calling others in because of your healing. Empathy. That's empathy. That is empathy right there. Being so in tune and in love with yourself. And that self-love just pouring out and pouring out and pouring out until it becomes a sea. An uncharted one. This is a sea of your love. And you are just floating along, enjoying every part of it. I really meant no offense with the crusty thing because somebody might be in their feelings over that. I'm a jokester. I'm like the crazy auntie or the big sister but it's all in love. And I can take a joke too. I don't just dish them out. So let's get the final closing cards. But the underlying message is you are about to make a power player move. You are about to recall your power through this solar eclipse. Your ability to remember your power and to live in that power. Because you are living in your divine phase. Your divine. And that's where it was like the shadow part was where we go. A black hole. What does it do? It pulls in. It draws in. It calls in the energy. Once it calls it in, it spits it out somewhere else to become light. So when stars are alive, a lot of them are black stars, and there are black stars and black nebulas that we are just now discovering because our science is able to discover it. That we're learning burns. I'll repeat that again for those of you who may have zoned out. You are emanating that black star energy where the black star that our scientists are now just discovering burn brighter and hotter. You're probably saying, how does it burn bright? That doesn't make sense. The way that the temperature is measured, whatever degrees that they use, it burns hotter than the stars that are emanating light. And a lot of the stars that are emanating light are already stars that have died, and that's just the light traveling to us. So again, the light is first generated in the dark, and that's what you did. And this is your time to leave the dark. This is your time to now take all that you've collected, take all of that energy and burst and expel it into the universe. This solar eclipse is expanding your ability to have your own personal Big Bang. Some of you might like that Big Bang Theory show. This is your Big Bang Theory. This is your Big Bang moment. Closing thoughts and messages for something that I may have missed, or words of encouragement. All right, from the guides. We're going to acknowledge that fell onto that. Anything else that I may have missed? Okay, look. Assertiveness. Doesn't she look like she's just expanding and showing the world who she is? Exert yourself. Assert your... make people tired of seeing you. It's okay. They gonna have to deal with it. Because you dealt with yours. You was in the shadow realm. You know how it feels. Because you're the empath. The most powerful player in the magic realm. You know how everybody feels. And fuck around, you even know their deepest, darkest secrets. So a lot of times when someone is hating on you or someone dislikes you is because, or opposing you. Because this is not really an energy of hate. I don't feel like you have haters. That was a different pile. It's because you are reflecting to them their shadow, and they are fucking terrified. They are freaking out. They're like, OMG. While you're just just enjoying your life. So let's get your final closing thoughts. Blessing in disguise. I'm telling you, you are the blessing in disguise, but this transformation, once you are afraid, I said once you are afraid. You might be afraid right now to come out of the shadows. This is your encouragement to do it. Before we get to these last two cards, I do want to point out that for this pile, I'm really feeling called to advise you, to look at the one-on-one services. You might want something more intimate. I do have a private society, which is a group service. I also have freebies that you may want to check out in case you want to really get acclimated to my style and what I can do for you. But I recommend that you start with the spiritual alignment call, which is totally free. And this is free to anyone who's new to my services and we have not worked together before. However, if we have, I recommend that you book one of my a la cartes so that you can get that one-on-one tailored approach to your energetic needs. Because I'm an empath and I specialize in empathy. And I can tell you how to maximize and show you personalized techniques that you will create together to maximize yourself to be the star player, because you're sitting on a lot of unlocked potential. This eclipse is only the beginning for you, pile number 2. Listen, I want to get another card because that came out in the second pile. I split the deck and it came out in the first pile, excuse me. So there might be cross watchers here, but I like fresh energy. So we have the child card here, and then I just want to note that there's law of attraction. With the child card, I am feeling like this is a rebirth period for you. You see how she's like in this light realm? She's like a light feminine goddess. And I don't mean by skin complexion and fairness, because I'm a black woman, y'all. So don't even come and think I'm acting stupid. I'm talking about the light realm that she's in. And when we're talking about gods and goddesses, we are all one, I say. The real gods and goddesses, I'll say. The real ones, we're all one. And there's something about love coming into this rebirth period. The ushering of first off, I gotta say it again. Love. Love, 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 love. There's so many, there's one lover in particular, but there are others. There's a lot of lovers that want to come into you. There's a lot. With this 8 of Wands, there's a lot of communication that wants to come into you. There's a lot of lovers. There's a ton. And there's also, this is your rebirth period, right? Didn't we say that? This is your Big Bang moment. And last, entrepreneur. Doesn't it, to me, it's giving like that appeal of restarting the spark, or the caveman who was in the dark for so long and now he's coming out and getting that light from Prometheus, and it's like, this is fire? And it's putting it together like, if I burn this, what happens? Well, if I burn this, what happens? If I burn me, what happens? Like, you're learning your light. You're learning your fire that Apollo gave you. Apollo is, and Prometheus in his own respect. But I really feel Apollo here, Prometheus here. Those are deities, archetypes that are related with the sun. So the sun is handing you light. Come on, how I didn't even put the metaphysics together. Ashe, told you I was a slow burn reader. Pile number 2 with this Aries new moon, and whenever you're watching, but during the original time of publication, this Aries new moon during the Aries solar eclipse, during the Aries season, bro, you're the initiator, you're the start of humanity in astrological perspectives. So that makes sense why you are the Big Bang, because you are starting over in your own universe. Your own universe. Brava. Take time to relax and get ready, because maybe that number 1, that lover is coming in. That sex appeal is going up. Okay. As long as you continue to focus on yourself. That's the only thing you gotta do. Is focus on you. Pile number 2. This was your reading. Thank you for bringing this pleasant message to my platform. Until next time, bye. Pile number 3. Welcome. You are in for a treat. I'm Priestess Ishtah, and today we are going to, based on you selecting sunglasses number 3, you're going to see how this solar eclipse is going to expand your abilities. Now, we'll be honest, I set the tone to identify how it will expand your spiritual, metaphysical, and intuitive, and expand you psychically as well. But in one of the groups, we did have some of the energies that were going to come out outside of that. So we'll leave it open, but we will, with intent, try to see what personal abilities will be expanding for you. Each pile has been very different and very dynamic. So I'm curious to see what is coming in for you, number 3, because you tend to never, ever fail to surprise me with your energy. Number 3 is always a very dynamic group. So let's begin. Calling forth your angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides to please protect this circle so that only messages rooted in divine love, wisdom, and truth are allowed through. Calling forth mine as well. And let's see, what are the messages for pile number 3 and how this solar eclipse, and this is a timeless message in case you're watching this and it's not a solar eclipse. You're like, well, does it still apply? Even if it's a different solar eclipse, it does. All right. But how will this solar eclipse expand your abilities? What will it expand and how will it? Pile number 3. Okay. All right. Pile number 3 is always getting 4 cards. And I got to take it because it came out. So that means it's relevant to the message. All right. First card. We have repeat energy. I don't take repeat energy. I'm going to be honest. I feel like there's too many cards in the deck for the energy to repeat. So that was from a different pile. So that could be significant that there are cross watchers here. Welcome. Thank you for watching. Let's get a card to replace that first one that came out for pile 3. All right. I just want to point out Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, but we're going to take this card and then just acknowledge 10 of Pentacles and the Hangman. So the first card out we have is the Princess of Pentacles. She looks so fulfilled, doesn't she? I mean, she looks like she's got she's got, what's it called? Gadgets and gizmos of plenty. She's got who's its and what's its galore. You want to think of a puffs? I've got plenty, or 20. So you have the Hermit card next. Ooh, I felt it. I felt love. I'm like, there's a love message here. And I'm like, I don't want to do love again because we had love in another pile. But if the energy is saying that, then that's what it is. And then the 6 of Pentacles at the bottom. Let's see what this eclipse is bringing in for you, number 3. This is powerful. It seems like you're receiving a sacred, an ancient sacred energy update, an ancient sacred ability that you have from many different lifetimes that you may have collected when you were incarnating as a in the animal realm, I'll say it. So whatever dimension or universal plane is where we incarnate over again as animals. And some would say that the animals on this planet are actually just souls that are not human yet. It has helped you to collect some knowledge, some wisdom, because with the Hermit card here, Hermit tends to represent Virgo energy, but it's also, and I bring up Virgo because Virgo is the sign of the healer. And Hermit here is making me feel that there was a period of, like, there is some wisdom that you are going to get in. There is, it's almost like you're going to get a breakthrough in your practice, or a breakthrough in your method, a breakthrough in your approach. Some of you might be trying to heal cancer or heal a loved one with it. And if that's not your path, we block that, right? But if that's already popped up and appeared on your path, I feel like you're learning a new technique to heal yourself and to heal a loved one, a child, or fetus help. You might know someone, or be yourself, or like a daughter or something like that is with child, like your grandchild or your own child. And you're like, well, I'm really concerned about autism. So I want to learn about healthy supplements and herbs and diet approaches that I can take now to diminish that. There's some type of healing modality. Many of you who picked this pile, you're already healing practitioners in your own regard. And you are expanding on this modality. I'm hearing for some of you to take that coursework, complete that coursework, get that certificate. Even if you're like, man, I don't need another. Or I already know this stuff. Whatever it is, like, drop the ego. Because there could be one sentence that's during, I don't know, like, there could be like one thing that you learn that transforms your entire approach. There is a particular healing message, a particular like angel that is standing over you, and a union that you have with a loved one. That loved one could either be already on the other side. Maybe they've already crossed over and they are the inspiration to your healing work. I'm getting a little emotional, so I feel that might be the case for some of you. Some of you, this was even a pet, and you're learning techniques on how to heal animals. And what this eclipse is bringing in this healing ability for you is not just your capacity, because I want you to see, like, it's coming in. You collected it from past lives, many lives. You collected and you collected and you collected and you learned and you collected and you learned the earth and you collected and you learned the earth and you collected and you collected times like 1,000. No, I'm kidding. And then that energy is now reaching to you through this portal that's opening up at this time that you're watching, which original publication is the time of the eclipse, solar eclipse. And that energy is helping to reach you from, I feel like if it's not a deceased loved one on the other side, it's just the other side. Okay? Someone knows what that means. And with the Six of Pentacles, it does feel like it's expanding. Like, you think it's just going to heal you. And then you try it on, a few members or friends. You might be someone who's like, in the start, my hand is itching. So I feel like the palm of my hand is itching. It's the right one for those of you who wanted to know. And I do feel like that's giving out. People say it's giving out money, but that's giving out acts of service. Feeling the world. Changing the world. What I was going to say is it might be something like you have a juice, or you want to start a juice company that specializes in making drinks that children like to help them with autism. And I don't know why I'm stuck on that, or children with ADD, or people with cancer, or womb health, or there's some holistic thing that you want to do. I'm not trying to speak ideas into you. You have to evoke that from yourself. But just to give examples. What am I missing? Other messages for pile 3. What am I missing? How will this eclipse change their life? You have willing release. I feel like we have to take that. The bottom of your deck. Oh my gosh. Divine Matrix has come out in every single group. And that just fortifies the fact that this time that you're watching is a divine moment in time. This is a powerful, matrix. This is a powerful portal, especially if you're watching. And the March 29th Aries new moon portal is here with the Aries solar eclipse, because you're an Aries sun, Aries moon, and you have the solar eclipse, which is the sun ruled by Aries. So with that, wear your protective gear, mind your temper and your manners, wear your protective gear. That doesn't mean go outside strapped with your 9. It means, if anything, keep your ass inside. If you got to go out, if you got an environment where you got to go outside strapped, if you can. You know what I'm saying? But spiritual protection, call forth your angels, wear your crystals, say whatever incantations or prayers or mantras that instill protection, whether that's through candles, through incense. And if that's something that you want to learn, well, what is how my energy works when it comes to protection, I can show you that. One-on-one sessions are available. I also have my freebies, which include spiritual alignment calls where you and I meet one-on-one. And don't scurry off. We have more cards to pull from, and I'm going to read to you this, but interesting, you have 8 and 9. But anyhow, my one-on-one freebies in my spiritual alignment call, we set one positive spiritual goal, and I give you the blueprint on how to achieve that. I also have VIP packages and private societies. So you may want to check that out. I do events as well. Private, corporate, and custom. So whether it's virtual or in person, we can make things work and get creative to add a cool factor or element to anything that you are hosting. But I do want to say that you may need to, if you feel like you need to learn how to protect your energy, you may want to book a call with me, because I can show you exactly how to do that based on your astrological chart. But with this willing release, I do feel that this is like something that you have really wanted for a long time. Like, oh, I wish I can just find this one. I wish I can find. This is something that you're not willing to let go of. Like your soul is like, before I leave this planet, I'm going to find a solution to this. I'm going to create this. I'm going to patent this. I'm going to put this out. Like, I will not be silenced. With into me, I see. It does feel like at this part of your reading, it feels very still. It feels as if this is not just about active work that you're doing. This might not even be anything active that you were doing. It feels as if this kind of looks like an eclipse behind her, right? It feels as if you are allowing, that you are receiving a message through allowing, that you are receiving healing through allowing. I do feel like through this solar eclipse, your ability to heal yourself just through energetic work, you are receiving an energetic healing session from the cosmos. Your energy is being rejuvenated and restored. And with the rose's kiss here, I feel that this has to happen, your energy restoration, to protect the rose. It's like the thorns on the stem of a rose. Before you can get to it, or to respect the rose, you have to know how to handle it. So I do feel that you are learning how to handle energetics through personal experience, and that you are learning how to handle I don't want to say yourself. I feel like it's protection around you so that others learn how to handle you. So that you learn how to handle this that you're creating delicately. And to go slow with it. Allow it to come through. Because maybe in the past your energy was forcing things to work, forcing to find a solution, when all you had to do was ask to receive. Wow, at the bottom, it's receiving. I didn't even see that. So let's get closing thoughts and messages for pile number 3. Closing thoughts and messages for pile number 3. Heart chakra. Closing thoughts and messages for pile number 3. The bottom you have fresh air. Get your butt outside. Nah, you might want to get outside though. That's usually a sign in my readings for clients that it's time for them to get out a little bit, get in nature, get near a forest or whatever form of nature. Don't get lost or do anything like that, but be near nature in whatever capacity that you can safely do that. That may bring through that healing. Because didn't we get this nature card up here? There's something about you and your connection with nature. You have a very strong connection to nature. So with heart chakra, daydream and go for it. There is, see, I wish, doesn't she look, she's saying, I wish that I can find, I just wish. That wish in your heart is coming true. You're going to find the solution. You're going to, that dream that you want, just keep relaxing and waiting for it to come in. And keep going forth. I know it says go for it here, but go forth with what it is that you're creating, and don't limit the scale at which it can grow and the capacity in which it can reach. Because I see that you are starting with one flower, but if you know anything about a rose bush, oh my God, they grow fast. And once they start growing, it's like roses just be popping up out of nowhere. And you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know roses were so wild. I didn't know they were so perseverant in their growth. But yes, they are. So, and connect with animals. There's definitely a connection with you in the animal realm that even if it's watching a squirrel or like a local wild cat, there's something in that unique bond that you have from your past lives. You are a great healer, and you're going to help so many. Thank you, pal number 3. You certainly helped heal me with just bringing your presence here today. I'm so grateful for this exchange. And until next time, I'll see you, pal 3. I'm out.